In this next part, you will view a demo of the STAR method being used to answer a typical behavioral question. The purpose of this demonstration is to allow you to see the correct technique in action. Observe how the applicant speaks to all the components of the STAR method: the situation, task, action, and result. When you are ready, click the Start button to launch the video. Tell me about a time when you had to resolve conflict between individuals or a group of individuals.
2 years ago, I worked for National Electric Company as Human Resources Manager. This was a national company with over 20,000 unionized employees. My task was to resolve a selection grievance with a union official. The union was grieving the bypassing of a group of 25 high seniority employees on an internal job posting, based on a test developed and introduced by a hiring manager in the company. Our collective agreement requires agreement between the union and the company before implementing an employment test. I met with both the union official and the hiring manager to get a better sense of their respective interests, concerns, and proposed solutions. I asked each party to provide me a list of what each deemed to be a reasonable hiring prerequisite. I explained to the manager how this test breached their collective agreement. I referenced past arbitrations, and I advised of the company's slim chance of success in a third-party decision, and the high cost of remedy should this go to arbitration. Next, I presented employee training records and job histories to the union official that demonstrated a lack of a qualified internal pool of candidates. Further, I explained to the union not only how this test helps the company hire suitable candidates, but also prevents setting employees up for failure and frustration. I continued to work with both parties to reach an acceptable resolution. The result was an agreement that included the company reducing some of the requirements that it deemed least essential, and the union accepting a list of internally offered courses as a part of the job requirement. As for the 25 employees, we placed them into the position under the condition that they complete the required courses identified in our new agreement. The feedback from both the union and company has been positive. For the union, it is a win since the company agreed to bear more of the costs in the training for these jobs. For management, it is positive since it helped to grow an internal pool of candidates for the future of this growing department. Lastly, this solution was well received by the hiring managers involved in the original grievance, since we translated the most vital questions from the former selection test into behavioral interview questions, which is allowed in our collective agreement. And the company has not had a grievance on this issue since.